I'm gonna let YouTube take his time handing out whatever notifications is going to hand out. I'm driving again on my way back out to Newton, North Carolina. People have been asking me about Kanye West. If you did not see me do the live reaction to his Drink Champs or some of his Drink Champs interview, that's on the channel. Just look in there and find that thing real quick if you didn't see it already. People been asking me, how I feel about what's going on with him right now. And I figure I would come in here and we'll chop it up. We'll talk about it a little bit while I'm making this ride up here and shit. But if you've been watching me for a while, you probably already know where my mind is. And I will even be ironic and say Kanye shrug. It's kind of more along those lines, like his own shrug against him. Like, I really don't give a fuck about capitalists. I don't give a fuck about elitists. I don't give a fuck about the bourgeoisie, bootlick class. I don't give a fuck about none of these people. And them being black doesn't make me, doesn't make my heart pine out like I feel like I need to. No. I'm not that type. I don't give a fuck about these people. Okay? That's why a lot of people get upset when I talk about these celebrities, because I don't be giving a fuck about these people. And particularly when they have been very blatantly anti-black. I don't be giving a fuck about these people. The one thing about black celebrities that they have the ability to do is they get to be anti-black and black people still support them. What that lets me know about black people is that by and large, black people are also anti-black. It's so sad. But it confirms the Coon rate that we talk about here sometimes on this channel. I don't go out and I ain't did no Pew Research study on the Coons that exist out here, but I'm thinking 99%. That's the number that I always quote. These are not backed by actual statistics. I ain't walked up on black people all over America and asked them, are you a self-hating, cave-worshipping ass coon? Because they probably gonna be like, well, no. I don't see them answering that question honestly at all. Which I don't know why a lot of this data, I don't even see why people take it serious, because motherfuckers ain't gonna be honest. Sometimes you gotta come out here and make statements based on your observation. Okay? That's what I've done with black folk as to how they've existed in my lifetime. And the conversations I've had with black people, even as an adult, as a child, whole lot of coon shit going on, right? And what I also noticed, there's not a lot of problems with that coon shit, which is even more problematic if you ask me. But Kanye West is going through what they're calling a cancel situation, a cancellation, if you will. He has been dropped from Balenciaga, dropped them, The Gap, Adidas, Nike pulling this shit out of stores. This man done went from being his net worth supposedly being upward over $6 billion to now they're reporting that his net worth is somewhere around $400 million. Imagine me crying for a motherfucker that went from $6 billion to $400 million. I can't even imagine. There's nothing in my heart for that. That's $400 million still. Is his supposed net worth? Could be more, could be less. I don't know. I'm just using the numbers that are being reported. What the fuck do I look like crying for a motherfucker that went from 6 billion to 400 million? What do I look like crying? And what I'm seeing black people do, because black people have a tendency to do this, is that when somebody is that type of coon, as long as they have celebrity attached to him, they'll justify his actions. They'll still talk about how genius he was, and maybe he did this on purpose to be to have that money taken to get out of these contracts. There are people that are saying, well, he did this shit on purpose to get out of those contracts. But the thing that people aren't paying attention to, and the thing that they have a tendency to ignore, is what Kanye has been saying the whole time. And that's the part that kind of throws me off when it comes to black people supporting this man, is he's been begging for cave acceptance the entire time. That's what his mission has been. That's what his goal has been. That's just what it is with him. That's not a new thing. That wasn't an odd thing for me. That's just, to me, it was like, okay, why y'all niggas acting like he ain't been like this? He been begging for the caves to accept him. He been wanting the respect of the caves. He ain't gave a fuck nothing about no black folk. And he's shown you that on multiple occasions. He's made sure that y'all know he doesn't care what you think about him, black people. He cares what the caves think about him. That's what he cares about. That's been what he's cared about. Now, say this motherfucker woke up this morning and automatically give a fuck about black folk. I don't got nothing to do with that. I can't report on that because that ain't what I've seen him. That's not how I've seen him behave. Okay? He's made it very clear he don't give a fuck about you niggas. He actually made it very clear in his Drink Champs interview towards the end. Somebody was in the chat and they told me to fast forward it till the 3 hour and 6 minute or 3 hour and 9 minute mark. What he said in there, he said, I love white lives matter because my baby mama white and I love her and her life matters. I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. That's what he said. So once he tells you something like that, a lot of black people are able to be like, well, you know, that's Kanye. I'm not built like that. I say, well, you know, here's a motherfucker that'll sell the people out, giving any opportunity that they can have or any opportunity that they get, they'll sell the people out to our detriment. I don't say, oh, that's Kanye. He wild. He a free thinker. And I still can't quite wrap my mind around what part black people by and large are not, and I'm using this terminology because it's the simplest to understand, but black people by and large are not pro-black. Like, being pro-black is free thinking, in my personal opinion. Again, we're using these terms wrong. We broke down what free thinker is on another live I did, but if we're using this terminology, the black person that is pro-black, that is B123, that's free thinking. Most black people don't think like that. So how the fuck is being anti-black as a black person the free thought train? How is a person being rich, capitalistic in nature, doing things for money, how the fuck is that free thought? That's what niggas do. That's what niggas do. That's who they are. I'm okay. I make $150,000 a year. The rest of you bitches is broke. All y'all bitches is on welfare. Y'all bitches is broke. You broke ass niggas. That's common. Wouldn't being against that be the free thought? But see, when you got dumb motherfuckers out here that are worshiping these celebrities, they say anything to justify their behavior. Candace Owens, this Coon bitch, is out here now acting like she's being attacked by black celebrities by being friends with Kanye. Bitch, if you don't quit lying, ain't no black celebrities hitting you up telling you to stop being friends with Kanye. No black celebrities even give a fuck about what you talking about. You've been a coon. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. I don't like when black folk be lying. When coons lie, like they got black friends that give a fuck, like, Candace, stop. Stop this. And you stop it now. Stop it now. You're doing it right in front of our faces. You coon walking. Y'all know it's like the moonwalk, except you're a coon when you're doing it. It's the coon walk. These motherfuckers be out here coon walking all the goddamn time. Straight coon walking and expect don't nobody see him. They think nobody see him. Doing the like, motherfucker, you right? You're doing the coon walk. I see you doing this. I'm watching you do this. Then the question remains, well, could this have been a genius move by Kanye? I honestly believe that Kanye West with $400 million can bounce back. Here's the problem, and here's the issue that nobody ever want to talk about. I mentioned it before. I ain't heard nobody else mention this. So I want you to think about this if you fuck with me a little bit. You give this some thought. The secrets of the fashion world, that market, is where the clothing is made. Okay? Where the shoes are made. It is in these fucking sweatshops that this stuff is made. They make it for 35 cents and charge you $1,000. The problem is those relationships that the caves have built with those sweatshops, black people don't have access to that market would be. Don't nobody want to talk about that. The problem that a lot of these motherfuckers have, like a Kanye West, is they want to come out and move just as fast as the cave move. Black people, because you don't have those relationships built, it's going to take you a little longer. It's going to take you longer. You're going to have to grind a little bit more. And I'm talking about, this is just regular black folk. Now, Kanye is a celebrity, so his grind wouldn't be as hard anyway, because he got his rich and famous first, and then he got into the clothing market. I'm talking to black people in general. The reason these white folk able to start off running like they do a lot of times is because they have these deals already in place. You don't have that. You might fuck around and have to pay people for real. You may not be able to make as much revenue when you start selling your product, because you actually have to pay people to make the product, to make a quality product. Whereas somebody else getting it done for 35 cents, you may have to pay $6, $7, $8. You don't have those relationships set up. They started ahead of you in that game. And they got some fucked up relationships anyway. This is why capitalism is a diabolical system that it is. It's not right to pay fucking, whether it be Asians or little kids or wherever the fuck. When I see this type of labor happening and you hear about people making 35 cents a day or $2 a day to do, not only make clothes, but farm things or cultivate things. I think about, in my mind right now, I'm thinking about in Africa, the cocoa beans, or getting that cocoa, that chocolate that we love. Well, y'all love. Those people making $2 a day, their villages and areas are fucking ravished. And don't nobody think about that. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Then black folk get out here, and you got people like Kanye looking at Balenciaga like, okay, I want to be where you are right now. You sign a bad deal. Because you're not thinking about the big picture. These genius motherfuckers that y'all be talking about, they're not thinking. They want to come out running. They will not take the time to build and cultivate black brands. They will not. Even when you think it's a black brand, it is not. Like a Revolt TV. You think that's a black brand? No, it's not. It's a subsidiary company underneath some caves. Because Puff will not take the time out to build his own shit. All these rich and famous black men will not come together to build their own shit. Same reason Dr. Dre sold Beats by Dre to Apple. It's the same fucking shit. And I'm supposed to cry for this bitch ass nigga? I'm supposed to have sympathy in my heart for these motherfuckers. Y'all telling me these are geniuses and they won't even think about themselves and look at the entire situation, look at the history, and understand capitalism for what it is. And these are geniuses. I'm just a dumb truck driver. These are geniuses though. Sometimes it's gonna take you longer. Black people, it's gonna take you longer. Yes, it is. And if you already rich, what the fuck? That kills me. And we'll sit around, well, they had to get that bag. What the fuck? How many bags do you gotta get before you will take the slow route, build something for your own people, and make that high? How long y'all gonna pardon these motherfuckers for this? How long y'all gonna let that shit slide? Instead of telling me I'm crazy, because I see it. I understand the diabolical nature of capitalism. I know what the fuck goes on behind the scenes. I know what type of labor they getting when they come out and charge you $1,000 or for some J's or some shit like that. These motherfuckers making that shit in the factory and ain't paying them people but loose change per day these people get. You don't have access to that. So you sign up with a Balenciaga because they got the access to the sweatshops. The Gaps and all these motherfuckers, they have access to the sweatshops. Nike and all these motherfuckers, they have access to those sweatshops. They have those relationships already built up. And you want to come in and be as fucked up as they are to people, to working people. These motherfuckers want to come in and be as fucked up as those people are. You think I'm about to cry for fucking Kanye? I'll be damned if you will never see it. You will never see it. Because all these black so-called business owners or motherfuckers that sign these bad contracts, and particularly when we're talking about fashion here, all they want to do is be as fucked up to working people as the fucking caves are. That's it. That's all. They want to be just as fucked up. They want to pay people loose change per day. That's what they want to do too. I want to be in the game too, crying ass, hoe ass niggas. Like you being a multi-millionaire ain't enough for you to slow grind. Pay people. Pay your own people. Get you a factory here and make your shit in it here and hire black people and pay them. No, you're not going to shoot up to the top. You're not going to be a fucking, 8 billionaire in within a year. No, you're not going to grind like that, but you build an infrastructure. Don't nobody want to do that. I'm not supposed to feel sorry for these hoe ass niggas. And y'all want to come out and cape for motherfucking Kanye being as anti-black as he is. Come on now. Come on, man. That shit ain't... I'm going to tell you something. There are people now that are trying to say, well, and I'm seeing people saying they notice this. Well, he can't come out here and talk about those people like that. So now what black people are saying is, well, we noticed that he don't get to talk about those people like that, but we're going to come cape for him, even though he threw our people under the bus over and over and over again. No, I won't. Because just like you see these motherfuckers go on these apology tours to these motherfucking so-called Jews, it's the same way y'all should expect these black people to come out and coon like this, to come and apologize to you. You got such low fucking self-esteem, you don't even require anything from these black people. Y'all don't require shit from these coons. They can disrespect you all day, every day. They don't have to apologize. They don't have to come out here and say, well, I got this knowledge now. I understand, better now. They don't got to do shit for you niggas. And they know they don't got to do shit for you niggas. That's why when everybody was asking, was he going to apologize? They wasn't talking about apologizing to you niggas. They was talking about him apologizing to the so-called Jews. They wasn't talking about y'all. I've even seen some people saying, black folks saying, he should have just apologized. He could have kept his money. I don't think he should have apologized, personally. I don't believe he should apologize. I don't think nobody should be apologized for what the fuck they say. And the cave bitch that this motherfucker said that fuck you niggas, all I care about is Kim Kardashian's White Lives Matter. She came out and spoke against him. Made a post. I read it the other day. I laughed. Anti-Semitism and hateful rhetoric and hateful speech should not be allowed. The bitch you keep saying you love, you hoe ass nigga, she came out and spoke against you. Your kid's mama came out and spoke against you. You got niggas that's dropping off of Donda Sports. Anti-Semitism and hate speech are not something that we align with. Now I'm gonna tell you, them bitch ass niggas is coons. You don't align with anti-Semitism and hate speech, but you didn't give a fuck. You didn't drop off his label when he disrespected your fucking ancestors. The only reason your bitch ass could even play a goddamn sport. You don't drop off there for that. You drop off over what the fuck he said about some goddamn cave Jews. Are you niggas serious? Do you see how you look? I'm sure you don't. Because when I'm talking to you, y'all get mad at me. But y'all know I don't give a fuck. Do you see how you look? Yes, Kanye can respect all our ancestors, no matter what the fuck. We'll stay. But the anti-Semitism, now that's where we gonna draw the motherfucking line. Huh? Huh? Seriously? You sport playing niggas, you would not be in the position to be able to play with them people if it wasn't for your fucking ancestors. What the fuck are you talking about? 2 black men I saw, I don't know their motherfucking name, don't give a fuck about them. I just saw they drop from Donda Sports and made a goddamn statement about anti-Semitism. Like, if y'all niggas don't get the fuck out of here. I'm a proponent of free speech. I feel like Kanye should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants. This is not about censorship. Because some of these niggas are such coons. I'm seeing a lot of my Muslim brothers and sisters. They such coons. They want to make this shit about free speech. This ain't got nothing to do with free speech. Nothing to do with that. They want to defend Kanye because now he's a spokesman of free speech. You have the freedom to say whatever the fuck you want. It's the consequences that come with it that control you bitch ass niggas. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Are you gonna take an L? Are you willing to take the L? Matter of fact, y'all can juxtapose this to these so-called YouTube content creators. Look at all the shit they won't say to stay monetized. Look at all the shit they won't say to stay monetized. Look at the people they will not talk about to stay monetized. Look at the issues they won't talk about to stay monetized. You can say it. You can say it. But are you willing to take the consequence of based on you telling your truth? That's the question. Are you willing to lose money for what you stand in or stand for? What your truth is? I am. I do it every day. I do it getting on here online with y'all while I'm at motherfucking work. And we goes in. I'm willing to do it, but that don't count if I'm willing to do it. That's not looked at as, you know how these niggas would be like, man, Kanye's so brave. Me doing it, it's not looked at as bravery. It's not looked at as courage. I don't have, 30, 40 million sitting in the bank. That's not my situation. I'm regular. Something that ain't nobody's regular no more. I'm regular. I don't get on here and lie to y'all. I don't got time for it. I'm regular. Me losing my would-be livelihood would be more detrimental to me because I'm regular. But ain't nobody gonna call me brave. That's only a status or position or a compliment that is given to people who are already multimillionaires. That's for Kanye. He'll be the brave one. He got heart. He'll be the one because of what he said about some so-called Jews. When his dumb ass could have easily just been, and I really what he was saying applies to the caves, period. That's how dumb he is. And y'all won't recognize it because y'all dumb too. He ain't said nothing dope, hot, or specific to the caves or nothing. Nothing. Or specific to the Jew at all, the so-called Jew. That's the caves. That's white supremacy. So-called, right? The same one you can't talk about on YouTube and be monetized. You can't focus on that and be monetized on no damn YouTube. You'll have to get your funding from the people. You'll have to be supported by the people who watch your content. You're not going to come on here, go crazy about the caves and make no bread. That's not how it works. Whether you call them Jews or not, you're not going to talk about what the fuck the caves do, what they've been doing, and how they conduct themselves. You're not even going to do that. You ain't even got to call them Jews. Kanye could have exposed the racist system for what it is, the systemic racist system. He could have talked about how he's being locked out of the sweatshop market and why he's being locked out of the sweatshop market, who has those deals running. He could have did all of that. He would have still been so-called canceled, regardless. You can safely and without penalty hate yourself. You will not be charged for that. You can hate yourself. They welcome you to do so. There's no problem with you doing so. And you niggas are doing great when it comes to this internet social media space. You niggas are doing great. Great work. They love y'all. I peep down off into the caves. Them bitches down there giving y'all dumbass, coon ass niggas standing ovations. They love the work you're doing. They love it. They even clap off beat. They round of applause even off goddamn beat. But they in there giving you a motherfucking standing ovation for the work that you dumbass niggas is doing out here in these streets, in particular on this social media, in this social media space. They love that y'all hate each other this much. Y'all like a dream come true. They hoping you don't recognize that you don't get canceled when you are either speaking hateful rhetoric against your own people or you're being divisive amongst your own people. They hope you don't notice. And by and large, you niggas don't. Because you spend all your time trying to please the caves. Now, will these Republican, these so-called Republicans, they're just anti-black at the end of the day. Will these Republicans that Kanye believes loves him so much, will they come out here and make him a billionaire again? Will they support him as he goes out here on his own? Will they? Will they show him that love? What do y'all think? Do y'all believe Kanye gonna get that love from these conservatives that he's dedicated his motherfucking his allegiance to? He's pledged his allegiance to these people. He's even talking about running for president in 2024. He's even talking about that. That man talking about making a presidential run. Do you believe these caves gonna vote for him? Because what he did do, and I guess I'll give him this benefit of the doubt, in particular within this case when he's talking about politics, he made it about Jewish people. That means all the caves that are not Jewish can still, you know, support him as far as the, I want to say the numbers are concerned. Because most of these caves ain't no damn Jewish. That's not a large number of the caves. Most of the caves do not identify as so-called Jewish. Now, there are some so-called Jews in some would-be powerful positions, but most of these motherfuckers out here are just, you know, they're non-Jewish caves. And again, I'm only using this language to try to show y'all this, because I don't believe in calling people, I mean, they all caves, but as far as him just pulling that little piece out and speaking to their racism and their practices, well, then the rest of the caves, the majority of the caves, they are not as offended as they would be the so-called Jews are. So he may still have a base there because he's continued to be anti-black, and they love that shit. They love it. His best friend and one of the people that he touts as he even treats Candace Owens like she's a fucking scholar. He treats her like she is, you know, Oz or some shit. And she has that, you know, conservative following. They love her for what she says that's anti-black, and because she doesn't speak on racism. She'll tell you niggas that racism ain't real. They love her for that. So I think he'll still have a base there. I think he'll still have a base there, but I don't think they're going to make him, I don't think they're going to try to make him powerful because he's still black. They only want him as powerful enough to be somebody that can influence black people to continue to coon at the level that we coon. If he was to come out here on some real shit for his people, he'd be done. And he wouldn't have to even say Jew. He'd be done. All that MAGA shit he doing wouldn't matter. Because you can't be MAGA, you can't be Republican, and love black people at the same time. Impossible. Impossible. You cannot be, and to be fair, I don't want you Democrats fucking crying. I don't want you crying. I believe the same thing about you. Don't you worry. I believe the exact same thing about you. It's the same. I don't want y'all feeling like I'm singling out these Republicans and not talking about these goddamn Democoons. Same thing. But in that lens of the conservative lens, Kanye can still have these caves support him because he's still anti-black and pro-cave. He's still saying white lives matter. He differentiates between the Jew and white. He differentiates there. There's separation there to him. He don't put them together like I do. He separates them. So he can white lives matter, but fuck these Jews. He can do both things at the same time. And to him, he can do that. Even though if you have any amount of sense, you understand it's the same shit. You see what I'm saying? He separated them. So let's say out of 1 million people, he offended 10,000 of them. He'll still have a strong enough base. And he'll have enough coons, black people, who are going to justify all of his behavior. They're going to justify it. He'll have enough coon-ass niggas, celebrity worshiping black people. He'll have enough of those that he'll be able to slide through here. There'll be enough people that will say, well, I saw the genius in what he was doing while he was talking about the Jews like that. I saw the genius in that shit. He wanted to be canceled. Y'all gonna make yourself believe that. And he may lean into it, like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to lean into this narrative, even though I didn't. But he may lean into that just to try to prove to you that he is some type of futuristic genius. He may lean into that. I don't know. Like, I did it on purpose. Now I'm independent, now I'm solo, now I'm a free agent. But now you gotta find a sweatshop. Now you gotta start from the bottom, making this product, which I think he can do. I do. I believe that he can do it if he wants to do it. He can do it. Talking all that talk that he doing, Talking about him, you know, as far as, you know, that glass ceiling, I think that's the route he should have been to. I think more black multimillionaire businessmen, it's the long game that they don't want to play, that they have to play. They don't want to play that game, and I think that's the game that should be played. That's the game you gotta play if you really genuinely care about the integrity of yourself. And then when he's talking about freeing his people, you know, y'all, if y'all saw the Drink Champs interview, this motherfucker be talking about freeing his people. And of course, I think that is bullshit, but he could easily put his money where his mouth is. He can set up shop over in Wyoming if he wants to. Buy him some land, build him a factory, pay people a real wage, and make your product. Change the game. Easy. Well, I won't say easy, because it may not be necessarily easy, but I do believe it's possible. And I don't give a damn if he don't apologize to these motherfucking hoe-ass cave Jews. I don't give a fuck if he apologized about what he said about them people. We act like there can't be more than one thing true at a time. Bitch, what the fuck you... Hold on. This bitch made motherfucker blowing at me because he want to get over. That ain't my motherfucking business, bruh. Get your hoe ass over. You shouldn't be in the goddamn left lane. That's your fault. Bitch made ass motherfucker. Blowing at me. Like I told him to get over there in the left. It ain't but 5 cars on the goddamn whole road. Boy, these motherfuckers, boy, some of these truck drivers don't know. They be having life fucked up with the blowing their horns and shit. Like, bitch, we can pull this shit over right now and do it big. And it was a cave too? There's 5 cars out here. All he had to do was decelerate and get behind me. One of the things that people, and this is a side tangent, I'm gonna come back, I promise. One of the things that people hate to do is slow down to get behind. Why you guys try to be a fucking speed racer? That's not my fault. Sometimes you gotta slow down and get ahead. Motherfuckers always wanna be speeding. That's where they end up getting all these goddamn wrecks that you dumbass humans ain't learned how to fucking drive yet. You always racing. He could have slowed down, got behind me, nobody behind me. But nah, instead he want to blow his goddamn horn and expect me to do something for him. I wasn't slowing down. Bitch, fuck you. But okay, that was that was a side. And I'm really not I'm not an angry truck. I don't want y'all thinking like this nigga just be raging all day. I don't be raging all day in my truck. But that type of shit driving, and he driving an 18-wheeler like I am. When you driving and the cost of your mistake can be so detrimental to everybody around you. You drive, you have that in your mind. And I see now why he was in the left lane, because he had to make that left right there. But there's literally hardly no cars over here. You didn't have to speed race to get to that point. Because what was happening is cars behind him was rushing him. Some of you bitch ass these cars, they'll be rushing, you know, these 18-wheelers. Like, they don't drive as fast as you drive, especially if they're loaded going uphill, which we kind of are going up an incline right now, going up a little hill. So cars that get behind you, you know, rushing you and shit like that. I see cars like that all the time. I don't pay them bitches no attention. Bitch, fuck you. You think you want me to drive fast until I kill everybody in the goddamn road. You think you want me to drive fast until you look at me on a goddamn news story and a goddamn 18-wheeler done cleared the block. Now it's like, oh Lord, them motherfuckers can't drive. And you rushing everybody. That's why I don't pay people no attention, because I know they don't really want what they think they want. They don't want me driving 100 miles an hour. You do not want to load an 18-wheeler driving 100 miles an hour. I know you don't. You don't want that. You think you do. So when the motherfuckers get behind, when I'm over in the left and I see they want to go faster, and I know it's a car over here being an asshole, they not letting me over, I slow down. And for a minute, they gonna have to slow down. Unless they just want to hit me. And I'll get over, and then them bitches off to the races. Off to kill a motherfucker, because niggas are not, I ain't gonna say niggas like I'm talking about black people specifically, but humans are off killing each other every day on this road. And they in a rush to do it. Every day. Never stops. There's a crash stat every day. People losing their life on the road. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to what the fuck we was talking about. But that shit kills me. This is why most time you see trucks, they ride in the right lane, because they're gonna move a little bit slower, especially if they're loaded. They're not trying to piss you off or drive slow on purpose, like you dumbass motherfuckers that drive cars think. Like, this slow ass truck, like, bitch, that's saving your life. Like, get the fuck out of here. But okay. One of the things you'll notice about, you know, our fandom. I'll talk about our fandom for a second here. Our fandom. And how we treat celebrities is how we treat regular people in the streets. And the behaviors of said celebrities that line up behaviors that we actually like ourselves. And that's very telling to me. That we have no charge. We don't charge coons for being coons all out loud. We don't cancel them. And most of these, and I'm gonna tell you something that black people get to brag about. Well, I don't care what black people think. They get to single us out. I don't care what you niggas think. And they basically based it on numbers. Because black people don't make up as much of the population, because most of their money don't come from black, that's why they can do that. They can say, fuck you. Particularly because it only be like people mad anyway. And telling them that y'all too serious. That's what happens every time. So it happens every time. You'll have people who see Kanye for the coon he is. You'll have everybody else caping for this motherfucker and telling those few black people that see him for the coon that he is that y'all some haters or y'all some hoteps. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get every time. It blows my mind that black people will act like somebody being a hotep is typical black people behavior. Why do we do that? Can somebody tell me? And y'all hit that like button for me too if you got a chance. If you fucking what I'm talking about, hit that like button for me. Why do we do that? Why do we act like the so-called hotep is what black people act like, generally speaking? Why do we do that? Do anybody know? Why the fuck do we do that? Why do we act like that's the mentality that permeates across black people, or across even the would be different cultures, or different, not even like different cultures, but different heritage of black people? Like, why we act like being for the people is something that black people, just most black people are just for the people. That all y'all do is care about each other. All y'all love each other. All y'all do is ride for each other. We tired. Where the fuck did this lie come from? Are we telling that lie to shame the so-called hoteps, or shame the would-be pro-blacks, to shame the conscious? Where the fuck is this lie coming from? All black people do is love each other. We tired of it. All they do is speak facts about the history and call out white folk. We tired of it. All they do is call out racism. We tired of that. Other black folk. I get so tired. Like, how? It ain't but 4 motherfuckers doing it. Ain't but 4. What the fuck illusion did we create in our mind? And I didn't never think about it before, but as I'm walking along this journey, I'm seeing more and more of this type of, you know, like, it's like, well, now I have to look at it, and now I have to really think about where the facade was created. Like, all you niggas do is talk about race. No, as a matter of fact, that's not what black people do. As a matter of fact, they're too ashamed to do that. So most likely, you're not gonna have black people talking about no damn race. They could be talking about getting money. By any means. That's what most black people talk about. Getting money by any means. All y'all do is talk about the white man this, the white man that. And we letting people say this stuff. Black people ain't talking about no damn white man. And it's other black people telling this lie. No, they're not. No, they're not. We do not talk about systemic racism. That's a nuisance to us. We like when people are anti-black. That's why black people can feel Kanye when he told you slavery was a motherfucking choice. That's why y'all can feel that. And you notice even when he's talking about the so-called Jews, he won't go as far as to say the Holocaust was a choice. So he knows even in what they're calling anti-Semitism, he knows where to fucking cut it off at. He knows where to cut that shit off. Yeah. He's not gonna go that far. He's not gonna tell them the most egregious thing that happened to them in the history of their people was a choice. He's not gonna go that far. He'll go that far with you niggas. But he's not gonna go that far with them. Because he had to break down who was the people actually doing it to them, other caves. He'll have to get into their pathology. And he don't want to pathologize all the caves. I'm so tired of these lies that are being told out here. These lies and this ideology that we have to defend people who have shown themselves to be anti-black, to justify the things that they say, to disrespect our people, to disrespect our ancestors, disrespect every reason that they are even able to stand in front of a mic or have a mic put in their face. Anybody asks them anything, they'll disrespect the people that got them here. And black people now think that's woke. And not just now. Since integration, black people have been operating at a 99% coon rate, white worshiping, cave loving. What can I do to make you love me? Oh, massa, my massa, please, 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 please. We've been operating at 99% since then. And really, it was some coons ready to break free because we ran to integrate. We ran to the motherfucking caves whenever they said, y'all can come on over here and drink out the same water fountain as me. We was like, I thought you would never say shit. Just ran. Like, woo, Lord. Jesus finally fixed it. Y'all know how black folk are. That was an act of God. I want black people to understand, at least the people that listen to me. Because I ain't really going to get the accolades and respect in the streets. But I want y'all to hear, and I hope that you're understanding exactly what I'm saying. And what we talking about Kanye, what we talking about any one of these other motherfuckers, what we talking about so-called white supremacy, the caves, how they operate. I want y'all to understand that black people, by and large, do not want to have this conversation, do not want to hear this conversation at all. They don't want to hear this shit. This is not who black people are. This is not who we've been. Is anybody telling you that they're tired of hearing black people talk about racism? Those are shaming tactics. Because the 4 motherfuckers that are talking about it, they want those 4 motherfuckers to shut up too. And be like the rest of you niggas. Work harder, be better, stop making excuses, bootstraps, pull yourself up, bootstraps. That's what they want. They want those last 4 motherfuckers to shut the fuck up. That's what they want. That's why you're being shamed when you talk about racism. That's why even your own people who do the work of the so-called white supremacist system for the white supremacists, they do the work for them, they'll tell you shut the fuck up. They tired of hearing you talk about racism. They tired of hearing you talk about it. They want you to shut the fuck up. Ain't but 5 motherfuckers talk about it. Stop letting them gaslight you into believing that out of the approximately 60 million black people, 50 million of those black people talking about fucking racism or standing against racism or telling the truth about the caves. That is not what's happening. We've been gaslit. And we're allowing these motherfuckers to continue to gaslight us. 50 million black people don't got shit to say about no damn racism. You may have them come together in their hate for the cops. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up. But that's as good as you gonna get. That's as good as you gonna get. When it comes to police brutality and the lack of justice that the victims of these cops, 3Ks, that murder black people, the lack of justice there. You'll get black people together for a second right there. Other than that, racism does not exist. And if you Candace Owens, it don't even exist in that in that instance, it don't even exist. If you're her, or if you're in her mindset, it don't even exist then. That's when it's safe to kind of acknowledge racism. And black people are so fucking cowardly and scared that we only like to deal with racism when it's a safe space being created for us to deal with racism. That's the only time. Other than that, rest of these motherfuckers can go out here and disrespect black people left and right all day long and be paid to do so. They don't have to worry about no so-called Jew coming to cancel them. They ain't got to worry about being canceled by black people because we support anti-black content. That's who we are. That's who we've been for decades. Before the internet, we supported anti-blackness. That's why we ran to the cave so goddamn fast. Because in that act in itself, that was anti-black. You taking whatever fucking punishment they had to give you just to be next to them. That was anti-black in itself. Because you took whatever punishment and you thought that was God. They convinced you that was God, which makes sense. Because the God is a cave. They convinced you it was godly for you to take all this fucking punishment and still persevere through here. For you to take them experimenting on you. Lynching you. Ostracizing you. Propagandizing you. You took all of that and you still here. So you put your pride in that being resilient. And that's God. Because God made you able to withstand all of that. Like, what type of God do you motherfuckers serve? He made you built to go through all of that. But not ever stop it. Not ever do anything about it. And now you niggas so fucking brainwashed between you and your celebrity worshiping, you worshiping this goddamn cave god. Y'all think that's goddamn, you know, that's what we was put here to do. Go through shit and make it through shit. Go through hardships and make it through that. Make it through disrespect left and right. Goddamn experiments being done on us all the time, left and right. Through slavery, through Jim Crow, through mass incarceration, through school to prison pipeline, make it through everything. That's why you was born. You was born to go through this shit. How the fuck, what type of mind fuck did they do to you? That's what you believe. You was put here to go through this shit. You just ain't working hard enough. Like, come on, man. And see, I get a little passionate. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna bag back, do my calm thing. I'm gonna calm it down. I'll calm it down. Black folk don't like when you tell them the truth that when it ain't something they done heard already. They don't like hearing shit like that. So I'm gonna chill out. They don't like hearing that they worship celebrities and that cave god that told them not to worship, not to idol worship, even though they still worship the celebrities and worship a cave god. They don't like hearing stuff like that. Especially not from no black person. They don't mind Kanye being woke about talking about black folks as Jews. They'll clap that up. Look at that bravery. Look at him. Motherfucker got paid bodyguards and shit. Y'all talking about, boy, y'all be killing me. We show no respect to any grassroots pro-black or conscious, any regular, like, nope. It's almost like, we so disrespectful to our ancestors, like they never said anything. It's like they never said it. They never put it on wax. They never wrote the books. It's like they never said it. You ain't never heard nothing about these so-called Jews until Kanye said it. Y'all niggas, I'm talking about when I say I be disgusted with black folk, I be disgusted. That ain't gonna make me not love you. That ain't gonna make me not love you. Sure ain't. That ain't gonna make me not love you, but I be fucking disgusted. I'm telling you, I think about y'all like I do with my kids. They've done this some shit sometimes that make me make that face like, you mother. But you love them. And that's how I feel about black folk all the time. Like, y'all so fucking disrespectful to our ancestors. Like, if y'all really believed in what y'all call karma, which I don't think y'all niggas believe in anyway, or y'all would be better to each other. I don't think y'all believe in karma, but if y'all really believed in karma, what the fuck type disrespect, the disrespect that you show for your ancestors every goddamn day, what the fuck type karma would you receive for that? Now I know a lot of you Christian motherfuckers and some of you dumbass Israelites, y'all believe y'all getting karma for not serving God the way you're supposed to. What about, what karma do you receive for disrespecting your ancestors the way y'all do every day? Like they ain't never say anything. Like they didn't put their motherfucking lives on the line for y'all. Like they ain't do shit. Yes, they had some missteps, integration being one of them. But y'all so goddamn disrespectful, man. Act like they didn't say anything, like they didn't educate you, like they didn't try their fucking best to tell you what the fuck was going on. And it wasn't before them then. And now y'all like, oh my God, I get so tired of these niggas talking about racism. Like, what the fuck wrong with you motherfuckers, man? Y'all just, it's grotesque. I don't even get to use a word like that. I don't even get to use the word grotesque, goddammit. It's grotesque how you niggas act out here. All these people, I mean, great people, great speakers, spoke it clearly, didn't cuss at you, didn't yell at you, said it calm to you, broke it down from a psychological perspective, a sociological perspective, broke it down any way you need it, any flavor you want is there. It's like goddamn Neapolitan ice cream. Any flavor you need, Baskin Robbins out this motherfucker. Any flavor you want. You want a calm, cool teacher, you got that. You want somebody that's fiery and passionate, you got that. You want somebody to speak the language of the fucking streets, you got that. All this book smart shit, historical context, you got it. It's all there. Y'all act like it ain't even exist. Y'all act like it never fucking happened. That shit is shameful. And Kanye the motherfucker y'all gonna ride behind. Like the Black Panther Party wasn't trying to show you niggas how to move. How it should be. Again, had their missteps. But now that we've had time to study these groups and understand the leaders that we've had, the orators that we had, the teachers that we have, well, come on, yo. Kanye? Do you know how many great black people was out here that did not disrespect black people in this way? They may have called black people out, but it was in a way to try to motivate black people. They didn't just disrespect black folk. You had people that could tell this so-called truth that Kanye is telling without disrespecting black folk, and y'all don't even lift them up on your shoulders. And a lot of them have passed away now, of course, because they gave their lives to this shit and made it to old age still trying to talk to you niggas, and y'all don't even care. Kanye the one. Kanye is the one. That's disgusting to me. Him and Candace Owens is the one. And we act like this conversation is a fucking nuisance conversation to have. Black people kill me with that shit. Aren't y'all tired of talking about racism yet? And I haven't looked across the room to ask some bitches are they tired of practicing it yet. No, just gonna talk to us about talking about it. Exposing it. Trying to strengthen our people's mind to be able to withstand the racism that you may receive out here in this world and have some courage about yourself and hold your motherfucking head up. No, don't nobody respect that type of shit. We want y'all to stop talking about that. And this is black folk. Most black folk. Don't believe me, pay attention to it now that I done said it. Most black people don't want to hear this shit at all. They want you to shut up and watch the game. Tell them how many points LeBron had. Show me how good you can twerk, bitch. Yeah, like that. They want you niggas to be dumb as fuck. And it's the other black folk who want to keep us dumb. Go vote, you bitch ass nigga, and come get this shot whenever I drop it too. Whenever they drop it. Saw that from y'all. I mean, y'all giving it to him, so I mean, I understand it's working. I can say that. I can say it's working. When Kanye has become the most free-thinkingest person that black people ever heard in their life, that I don't even know what to do. Like that shit, it blows. I don't even know what to fucking do with that. Kanye. That's tough. That is tough. With all his anti-black rhetoric. I'm seeing black people out here be hailed and respected for being anti-black on a pretty consistent basis. And this is being said to be love shown to the black community. Look at your self-esteem. Look at your fucking self-esteem. It's looked at as woke talk. That shit kills me. It kills me that we don't recognize it. Because for me, it'd be so plain, you know. It'd be so plain for me, and I didn't go buy no special eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing different. This is why I try to let everybody know you can do the same shit. You may not have to present it the way I do, but you can have the same information, you can have the same courage, you don't have to be a fucking coward. Like, I'm looking out here, and I just see shit for what the fuck it is. And it's nothing. It's nothing for me to do. And I'm trying to show my people that, again, regular black people who don't get no respect out here in the streets no more are out here feeling sorry for a motherfucker who now has, his net worth is $400 million. And his whole problem has been that he can't be a white man. It makes it so funny. I saw something that Boosie said about him, and I don't fuck with Boosie. I think Boosie is a coon ass nigga. I think Boosie is a full-blown coon, but I know y'all love him as a hood, you know, he's a voice for some of you niggas, which I really wish y'all would stop doing that. People who have no, I don't know, like, Lil Boosie's not no spokesman of mine, but I know y'all love him. But either way, there was a meme I saw where he had Kanye's face, and if Kanye's face was white. Kanye's face was white. That's the only reason he back over here fucking with you niggas, because Kanye couldn't bring that dream to a reality. That's the only reason. He even fuck with y'all niggas a little bit. And talking this, I'ma free my people bullshit. Because he could not turn that dream into a reality. He couldn't do it. Thought he could. Thought he could get the money, you know, sell, you know, clothes and you know, talk this Jesus shit, get him a white bitch. He thought he could do all of that. Nope. I'm not black, I'm Kanye. Y'all gave OJ hell for that shit. Y'all let this man slide clean through here. I'm not black, I'm Kanye. Okay. Okay, motherfucker. You thought you gonna get through there, didn't you? Yeah, they're not letting niggas through. Yeah. No, they're not letting niggas through like that. This is why niggas gotta make their own path. That's why that's required. Billionaire, sir. That's why that's a requirement. Cause see what the caves did was they got all their billionaires together after getting all that free labor. They got their billionaires together and built infrastructure for their own people. That's the work, black folk. I know we don't want to do it, but that's the work we gonna have to do. We don't have to do. And you're not gonna make as much money as the caves. You may not. But so the fuck what? So the fuck what? Am I talking crazy? Y'all let me know if I'm talking crazy and I'm not making sense to you. Let me know. I'm pulling into this place now. And I want to ask y'all too, how y'all feel about today? Y'all want to go to work with me today or what? How y'all feel? Y'all might be like, fuck that shit, Rob. And it's cool if you do. It's just, you know, I won't take no offense to it. Y'all want to work with me today? Rob, you a hoe ass, hating ass nigga, hating on Kanye. Yeah, wrong. What's up, wrong? That Israelite shit don't work. That's almost like a motherfucker going into the courthouse with that Morris shit. Wrong. The motherfuckers that be going to court talking about that Morris shit gonna work. Y'all motherfucker better quit lying to people. Need to quit lying. Like that shit ain't, no, it don't. 12 tribes of Judah. We are the real tribe. Like motherfucker, them kids gonna look at you like, bitch, what? We got the sweatshops. Like what the fuck you talking about? You need to get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here. And all we did was stay together. They could have called themselves anything, man. Jew is just a fucking title. It's a name. It don't mean nothing. Wouldn't be no power in that shit if they did not stay together and said, you not gonna goddamn disrespect our Holocaust, bitch. They told you wasn't going to. They told you. It has nothing to do with what they call themselves. You one in the 12 tribes, you bitch ass. Read out of a goddamn comic book talking about you one of them. That's like me saying I'm a goddamn Avenger. Like, motherfucker, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? You an Avenger. So I just want my other Avengers to show me love and let me in there with them. Like, I'm just a darker skinned Avenger, so they supposed to let me in with them. I'm like, they'll take, man, if you don't get your ass the fuck up out of here, boy. If you don't quit playing with me, if you don't quit playing with us. Caves don't play like that, man. They gonna gatekeep they shit. They gonna keep you niggas out of they shit, and they don't care what you call yourself. Negro, African American, Moorish, Hebrew Israelite, these weirdo, I don't call them weirdos. They just, what is it? The copper color, the Aboriginal. Like, don't none of that shit matter. This does. Y'all just don't understand that. Like, what the fuck? I'm about to drop this science on you. What really happened was, see, we was here. We didn't really come from Africa. Fuck them Africans. We didn't come from over there. We was already here. And what they did was try to convince us that we came from Africa when we really didn't. Like, what? What the fuck does it matter? Y'all better pull your numbers, because you know what they did? They went and got the goddamn Irish. They went and got the Italian. They went and got any motherfucking European that they could, and they came over here and they let them bitches be made white. Or after a while. Of course, they treated the Irish and the Italians like some bullshit for a while. But at some point, they let them bitches be classified as white. That's what they did. Strength in numbers. That's what they did. Well, I'm a second generation immigrant. Fuck you, Black America. It's like, y'all niggas. I'm Haitian, so you know that's my culture. I don't know what the fuck y'all. Okay, keep playing that game then, and keep telling yourself you're in the 12 tribes of Judah. Keep telling yourself you guys chosen motherfucking people. Keep doing all that dumb shit and see what it do for you. Keep doing it. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this up. Y'all go right ahead. Keep playing that tribe of Judah shit. Keep telling yourself that. Put on your goddamn outfit. Go stand outside. You know, you can do all that. It ain't gonna matter. That much, that's what I know. It ain't as sunny out here as it has been here lately. Cloudy today. It's been raining a little bit too. It's been raining and shit today. Not as sunny. Oh shit, they didn't tell me, hold on. Let me do this shit. Fuck, I forgot. told me that black man was here. The black man is here. But I'm put on my vest. See, they gave me a vest that was... I don't really fuck with all them bright ass colors, man. I don't really fuck with all them bright ass. You know, the orange and all, yeah. Like, no, I don't fuck with all that. I'm gonna wear my type of safety vest. I wore this shit probably about, what, maybe 2 years ago? I said, I ain't trying to be goddamn all neoned out. Shit, I want my shit to be black, for real. So I went and found me one and ordered that bit. Them bright oranges and I don't really, I get their purpose, high visibility, I get it, but goddamn, I'm all set. I'm all set, man. I can't do it. But yeah, we here. Y'all know. Y'all know the people that's been fucking with me while I'm driving and while I'm at work and shit. Y'all already know what it is, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. These people out here, and particularly these fucking celebrities and shit, they just be like they just dropping some big knowledge. And just like Ron said, like the Israelites been saying that bullshit, man. Been saying that bullshit. It ain't got them nowhere. They still in the corner yelling. Still yelling, talking about who they is and white man come wash my feet or shoes or some stupid shit they'll get some of these white folk to do and they act like that's power. Like, motherfucker, get one of them bitches to give you a business loan. Like, what the fuck I want a cave kissing my goddamn feet for? This is why I know something wrong with people. And then I know with the way that I look at things, my mentality it's not conducive. It don't match up to how black folk mind be. I don't want no white person kissing my fucking feet. Bitch, get me a business loan. Go do that. Sally, get your stupid ass up off the goddamn ground. You ain't gotta tie my shoes, ho. I'm trying to get into this goddamn business loan y'all got going on. Y'all keep goddamn denying niggas. Like, fuck the goddamn shoes and my feet and washing my feet and kissing. That's it. See, that's that Israelite shit, man. Them boys, they get hype off shit like that. I don't understand the point. I don't get nothing from that in my life. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like, fuck all this dumb shit. Motherfuckers be thinking I'm tripping though all the time. Yep. Battling some of that rain out there today.
It was rough this morning. It's like when it rains, everybody forgets how to drive.
Forget. I don't even think they remember to begin with. I don't know how. We're here. Hold on, y'all.
You go. There's plenty of room, so there won't be no problem.
All right, bro. All right, we back. But for real, like not even try to take full blown going ham on them silly ass Israelite shit. But what good is that done did for black folk having a white person wash their fucking feet, kiss their feet, telling black men or black people they are the true chosen people. Like, what the fuck is that doing for our people? What the fuck does being chosen mean? Because Kanye, he said some shit like that too. Like, what the fuck? I wonder what that means to black people. Chosen to do what? Look like you've been chosen to Coon. Because I'm trying to figure out Coon and suffer. Like, what the fuck is being chosen? What does that do? How significant is that for our people? I had a motherfucker, this has been a while back. He's like, man, you don't want to be God's chosen people? I said, no. It ain't, based on what I see, based on who these chosen people, the groups that y'all say chosen, no, I don't need to be chosen by that God. No. I'm all set on being chosen by that motherfucker because apparently this God is a fucking weirdo. And the people he loved the most, he wants to fuck them up, destroy them, and allow shit to fucked up shit to happen to him. So I think I'm all set. He's like, man, there's power in being chosen. I'm like, yeah, right, prove it. He's like, well, exactly. How about don't prove it? Matter of fact, why don't you tell God to send you a goddamn example right now in your head? Tell God to send you an example of how being chosen means anything or does anything for anybody. Pray to your God right now. And have him hit you with some of that word. Crickets. Nothing. Bitch ass nigga. Especially when I hear like black men talking like that. I be like, bro, you a man, bro.
Watch on my wrist, but
oh, I did it again. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't like hearing black men be talking like that. I be like, bro, y'all need to go ahead with that bullshit. How y'all gonna be the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? The leaders, so-called. And you in here talking about goddamn being chosen. Like, motherfucker, no. That don't make sense. That's what made Kanye didn't make sense. And everybody was like, well, yeah, he spoke the truth. Like, y'all listen to what he's saying? What truth is that? That's that same religious bullshit that the Hebrew Israelites been saying. That ain't new. It's that same bullshit. I want my Jewish brothers to treat me like... Okay. Okay. All right, y'all, hold on. Oh, shit, that shit full of water. Yeah, it been raining like a bitch out here today. That's what had me fucked up a little bit later, just navigating through this rain. So when it's raining, you gotta drive with a little bit more caution. Oh no, I'm tripping. You gotta drive with a little bit more caution. You gotta watch out for people a little bit different, because Reggie in there talking about, man, it seems like when it rains, people forget how to drive. I say forget. I don't give a damn. It don't matter what's happening. People don't know how to drive. Cause I used to say that same shit too. I'd be like, man, motherfuckers just forget how to drive when it's raining. I had to fix that. The more driving I did, I had to correct my statements. Like, oh, these motherfuckers just can't drive, period. It don't matter if it's dry, windy. It could be goddamn a leaf falls in the sky and motherfuckers don't drive as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a leaf fall from a tree, rather, and motherfuckers act like they can't drive. It don't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter what's happening. A bird egg could hatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to do with the damn rain. Something's wrong with humans. Is dumb. Humans is dumb, yo, and don't nobody want to admit to it. Don't nobody want to fess up to it. Don't nobody want to say nothing about it. It's like it's only me, the only one that tell this truth. Humans is dumb. It don't require no rain for motherfuckers to drive like they ain't got no damn sense. Requires nothing. It requires nothing. Because what I noticed, and here's the shit that we'll ignore, is no matter what, every single day, motherfuckers get into carmobile accidents. That's dry, wet, windy, you know, humid, foggy. It don't fucking matter. So it's like, well, now y'all humans gonna have to say what's real. Y'all dumb. Stop coming up with all these little sayings and shit. And don't want to tell the whole truth. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Hold on, I'm trying to turn it around so y'all can. Even though I know y'all don't really give a fuck. I know y'all don't care for real. Hold on, let me see if I got... This shit gonna look weird to y'all because I'm gonna stick this in this pocket because I ain't gonna set it in... Normally I set it right here, but it's wet as fuck, so I ain't trying to fuck my damn phone up. So it's gonna be dark. Y'all just hold hands and talk to each other for real quick for a second. Y'all can still hear me though. So y'all don't be scared. I know it's dark. Stay calm. Okay. All right. Y'all stay calm now. See, after I do this, I'm gonna talk to y'all about something I saw. Something I saw, and I posted on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, the link should be there. But I don't know. It might not. Hopefully it is. If it's not, because somebody put it in the chat for me, somebody. Somebody is chilling right now. Put my Instagram in the chat for me real quick. Okay, so we got that set up like that. That's doing that. We're gonna do this. Oh, fuck. Do that. Do that. Start this bitch up. And I'm gonna come back and forth with y'all, but I'm trying to move a little bit. Excuse me. The reason that I'm not holding it, because I am trying to move a little bit faster today. Because I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. It's already 2:50. I normally get here a lot earlier, which is why he said, he got here a little later today. That rain will slow you down no matter what. But I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. So hold on, we gotta start it now and I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna get in the truck and come back on camera and shit. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we back. Now we just gonna chill. Y'all know how I go. At this point, I ain't gonna explain it to y'all. You already know what it is. Y'all know what I be doing. But no, now I can see y'all's comments. Let me say this now that I can. I'm sitting here focused on y'all's comments. I ain't driving nothing like that. Is what I'm saying making sense? If it does, put a B123 in the chat for me, please. If it's making sense, if what I'm saying you can relate to, you can understand it. Because, man, I'm telling you, people be acting like I be on some bullshit. Like, that shit kills me when motherfuckers be mad. It's like, God damn, am I saying something crack? What are y'all not? What's being missed here, misconstrued? This motherfucker said in his interview, I love Kim. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. White Lives Matter. And the person, for me, when I got to that part, really is just like, say less. Say less. Say less. He could have really just said it at the beginning, saved the whole 3-hour speech that he gave or interview. He could just say it at the beginning. Fuck you niggas, which is what he said. Fuck you niggas. I love Kim. White Lives Matter. That's what his actions have proven. That's what he's been about. And Jewish people, I want to have a meeting with you. I guess I'll add that at the end. So he could have really made those 4 statements have been done. So fuck you niggas. I love Kim. White Lives Matter. And Jews, hey, I want to have a meeting with y'all. I really could have summed it up. But then, I guess you have to factor in the mastermind of him purposely being ousted or kicked out of these industries. Maybe he'll start making better clothes now. Because that homeless shit was... Like, I don't know nobody that wear no Ye or... what the fuck was the brand even called? Whatever the fuck his clothing brand was called. Was it Donda or whatever the fuck? I don't know people that wear those clothes. I've seen a couple of hoe ass niggas with the Yeezys on, the ones that look all, you know, I don't even know. I don't know how real people wear stuff like that. I don't even get it. I don't even get it. But maybe he'll start making quality shit now. Get some black designers around him. There are plenty of black creatives here in America. Plenty of black creatives, I'm sure, everywhere. If they'll work with his ass. Because now you got hoe niggas that's going to be scary. Like, well, I disagree with the anti-Semitism that Kanye had. I'm not... These hoe ass niggas. This group of bitch ass niggas. Like, if you was fucking with him and the anti-blackness didn't mean anything to you, don't try to not fuck with him now because of anti-Semitism, because now you just a motherfucking coon. And now I have absolutely no respect for you. None. I didn't fuck with him already, so I can do this shit. I didn't fuck with him based on his anti-blackness. You not fucking with him, you were cool with the anti-blackness, but this so-called anti-Semitism, that's what? Nah. Any black person that's on that type of time about Kanye, don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them. Jay, you said his clothing line should have been called Garbage. You know him, he an eclectic nigga. Garbage. Garbage. And it's like, nigga, that's the trash bag. But one thing I noticed about these fashion shows, they be having on the worst shit ever made at these fashion shows. Nobody looked like that for real. Nobody dressed like that for real. You know, like, nobody dressed like they be looking so fucking weird at fashion shows. Not even just his, I'm talking about all of them. Like, I be looking like, who the fuck? Nobody dressed like that. This bitch got on a goddamn, what looks like a, something like a Pepsi can on a bitch with her head down off in the shit. And this bitch rocking the new Pepsi can. Like, who the fuck? That's European style fashion, by the way. It's the Euros. That's why a lot of that shit be looking gay. Like, bruh, no. No. And I don't know who wears it. I don't. Maybe black folk out here buying that shit like that. I don't know. Maybe other celebrities are buying. I really don't see his stuff out here in the streets like that. I don't see his stuff out here in the streets like that. So, Veronica said he loved to hear himself talk. I mean, that dude, I think he believed the shit he say, though. I think he be believing that shit. And it's not that he loved to hear himself talk, it's that we do. The people agree with that shit. The people be agreeing with that shit, man. That's what be killing me. It be the yes man for me, like, what the fuck? I don't know what you mean, Leviticus speaks? Oh, man. Old Testament Leviticus like out of the Bible, that's funny. Why so much focus on celebrities? I don't know what you mean, bro. You gotta be more specific. Focus as to society, focus as to us, focus as to what I'm saying here. There's no way you've been here from the beginning, you saying that. There's no way. So, okay, I don't know. I would have to know, like, what you mean. Leviticus. You sound like you might be a Bible thumper anyway, so you probably wouldn't like some of the stuff I had to say. At least that's the Old Testament. That's back when y'all's God was a thug. That's back when y'all God was a thug. I think he became bitch made after so-called Jesus came through from that. Chicago Rilla says Antonio Brown is a real friend. Solid. Antonio Brown is a coon. Coons of a feather. You see what I'm saying? These are the rules. Coons of a feather. And I think he made Antonio Brown the president of Donda Sports. So not only is that his friend, they have a, and because Antonio Brown got kicked out of the NFL, let's look at the financial thing here. Antonio Brown got kicked out of the NFL. Kanye West picked up this coon ass nigga, made him the head of Donda Sports. Of course he gonna ride for Kanye. Where the fuck is he gonna get his check from? So that to me, that's just coons of a feather. And it's a financial business arrangement going on there too. To me, that's basic. To me, that's basic. Now, I ain't gonna say Antonio Brown ain't his friend, but Antonio Brown got himself kicked out of the league. They said something's wrong with that boy. They said his mind won't right. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting my I think I'm put these buds in. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. I just put the buds in. My little wireless shit in. Okay, mad love to you then, Leviticus. Sound like a lot of what you say. I appreciate that. Linda says 50 Cent is defending Kanye West. Coons of a feather. 50 Cent is no different. He's no different. These people, these celebrities be y'all's, like, these be y'all's people. I don't fuck with them. Y'all know that already. I don't fuck with these people. Some people gonna fuck with them, some people not. Some people gonna say he's genius. And all this old extra shit, like, that's how people gonna talk about that man. This is a chess move. This was a whole chess move. But shit, man, let me wake up with $400 million. And now, if he's out of those contracts, I mean, he could. What Kanye does now, what he does now, it's gonna let you know, man. It's gonna let you know what these next couple of years for Kanye. That's gonna let you know. I already know, but I know people need more convincing. So that's gonna let the people know what type of motherfucker this really is. That's gonna let you know, because now he got a chance to really do something. Now let's see what he do. I did see something about him wanting to make his own small town or some shit like that. Some shit like that. It's like, yeah. The volume went lower? Okay. God damn it. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I set the volume sound. No, that's not going up at all. Maybe if I do that. Because that machine is a little bit loud. And I'm not wired in to the damn shit. Okay. Hold on. I'll go back. Ain't no big deal. I'll go back. This ain't no big deal. We can go back in there. We can go back in there like this. We can go back in there like this. If we can get a better sound like this, we can go back like this. This ain't no problem. No problem. That machine is loud. It'll probably be better once I start driving if I put my wireless ones in then, because then I'm not competing with the machine. What the fuck? God damn it. Is that better now, y'all? That's better now? Okay. Say less. We good then. But yeah. People don't be fucking with what I have to say about Kanye West and any celebrities. Chicago Real says he for sure schizophrenic. Kanye West told Piers Morgan that he don't have no mental issues. He was just exhausted. So he said at that time that they thought he was crazy. He was just exhausted. He was tired. He was tired. That's all. What he said. Now I don't know whether that's true or not. I think that a lot of times, you know, that mental illness shit it be an excuse, because let me tell you something about Kanye that's so interesting. No matter whatever type of mental episode he having, he's never anti said, man, these fucking cracker ass honky motherfucking, like, that ain't the slip. No, oh shit, he got bipolar, he got Tourette's. He got motherfucking Tourette's. Oh shit, hold on. Something ain't happened with the sound. Let me see. Okay, we back. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. I'm gonna say what I just said again. Okay. One of the things about Kanye's mental illnesses, if you've noticed, his mental illness never is him trying to expose the caves. He never goes in on the caves. His mental illness still, as he's so-called mentally ill and bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever, he never going in on the caves. That's odd. He never jumps out of his fucking mouth like, man, these motherfucking cracker ass honky cave. Well, he wouldn't say cave anyway. But, you know, cracker ass honky motherfuckers. And then, oh man, I ain't had my pills. It was that. It ain't never that. It's never that. So I find it interesting, his mental illness is interesting to me, because it doesn't work as far as, or it's not used. He's never talking about the case. He only disrespect black folk. Every time he disrespect black folk can say, man, he bipolar. Fuck is that? Like, he's never so mental that he going in on the caves. Okay. And that's y'all want me to believe. Let me see. What you say, Gina? Gina said, Rob, I know you don't vote. I don't either. But how do you handle people trying to pressure you to vote during this trash election season? Man, that's so easy. You just tell people to get the fuck out of your face. That's it. It's not hard. People, once they see how you are, they'll leave you the fuck alone. That's it. They will not put anybody out here for me to vote for. Like, there is nobody for me to vote for. None. Nobody. People will leave you the fuck alone if you hard. If you hard about your stance. Tell them to get the fuck out of your face. And you'll get to be known as the lady that every time we ask her about voting, she tells us to get the fuck out of her face. We're gonna pass over her this year. That's it. I deal with pressure easy. It's light work for me, but I don't care about what they think about me. So you have to free yourself from that first. So let me be fair. Sometimes we do this, and we have a tendency to do this as a people. We'll be, this tough guy shit. Let me tell you what you gotta do first. Is not give a fuck what people think about you. Not give a fuck what they're going to think about you after the encounter. You have to not give a fuck first. Once you don't give a fuck, that pressure ain't pressure no more. Pressure ain't pressure. Now it's just a motherfucker wasting their time. Ain't no pressure. Easy work. Easy work. But you have to not give a fuck what people think about you. And all they, sad ass stories they're gonna tell you about your ancestors dying for the right to vote. What really happened was caves were murdering black people like they have been historically. It's systemic racism. They weren't murdered for the right to vote. But you have to not give a fuck about what people think about you first. And then nothing is pressure. You see what I'm saying? So I had to fix that because I don't want to just tell you, well, you just gotta cuss them. You got to not care too. You have to not care what these people think about you. But then, man, once you get to that point, so much shit ain't pressure. There's no pressure. Once you get to the point where you really genuinely don't give a fuck what the caves think about you and Coons, it freed the fuck out of me. It freed the fuck out of me. Like, why am I gonna give a fuck about what racist caves talking about and then the people who worship them, which is black folk, which is sad, but what I care about what Coons think about me? No, I won't. Sure won't. Sure the fuck won't. And that really, really benefited me as to how, I was able to, walk that path with my head high. Even now, walking that path, I don't care what Coon say about me. I don't give a fuck about what Coon say about me at all, in any type of way. So when you don't give a fuck what Coon say about you, you don't give a fuck what Cave say about you, that's damn near everybody. And you said that's a good foundation to exist in this life. Who gives a fuck about what a Coon think? Don't care. But they'll hit you with that. They'll try to guilt you into it, but don't fall for that shit. That's one thing I don't like is when they say that, our people, our ancestors died for, they were murdered by racist caves. And they didn't go to prison. Yeah. Yeah. Jalen said, I spent 3 hours arguing with my family as to why I don't vote or fuck with Obama. The only thing they had to say was I shouldn't talk because I'm not doing anything. It's a waste of time to argue. Nah, I wouldn't do hours, bro. It's a waste. Because you're not about to change their minds. They're not about to change yours. It's a waste. I used to think there was some validity in arguing, especially to my family. Just let them see. Just let them see. And then because after Obama went through the presidency and didn't do anything for black people, then black people let him become a celebrity. Now he's a celebrity, basically. And you know how they worship celebrities, so they worshiped him while he was the so-called first black president, even though he didn't do shit. And now they worship him as a celebrity. Him and his family are a celebrity family. Him and his wife are a celebrity couple. So, black folk gonna worship their celebrities. They don't give a damn what you talking about. They don't give a fuck what you talking about. So now he's worshipped as that. Now he could just drop his little music playlist and that'll go viral. The songs this bitch ass nigga listening to. And it's like, okay. I know we done. We out of here. We are done. Obama can drop his goddamn playlist and niggas go crazy. It's like, bro, that sun coming out now. Now that I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. All day I've been working in the goddamn rain. Now it's gonna goddamn. I ain't gonna talk no shit though. I ain't gonna talk no shit. But yeah, no. Obama is not my guy. He was never my guy. But the problem, I think the issue that people have when they're talking about the American 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated government is that they make it about the person that's sitting in the seat, the CEO at the time. If to me, if I don't fuck with the business, if I don't fuck with the establishment, then I don't fuck with the people who sit in the seats. I can't say, like for example, I can't say fuck the system, but then I fuck with judges. I can't say fuck the system, but I fuck with cops. The prison. When I say I don't fuck with America, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated, that means whatever president is in there, I don't give a fuck about them. They don't mean shit to me. I know what America has done to my people historically, and it didn't matter what president was in there. So I have that information. To me, that is observational research. I've seen what black people have been through in this country. I've seen the presidents that have come through here, the so-called would-be first black president. I've seen Republican and Democrat run the office or run the Senate and all this shit. And black people still out here being marginalized, disrespected, and mistreated. So therefore, I don't give a fuck about the whole system. I'm not choosing my favorite CEO. There's no need for me to do that. Because they all gonna have that bottom line at hand, and that is incorporated. Capitalism. The so-called free market. The lobbyist. So it's like, I don't give a fuck who in there. America would have to restructure its entire, the way that it does, the way the system is set up for me to feel obligated to vote. For me to feel, I wouldn't even say obligated, but for me to feel any motivation to vote. The entire system would have to change. Because it's not about who's in there. It's not about who's in there at all. And I think that black people have a hard time dealing with that truth. So we keep trying to, beat our head up against a brick wall and vote. And maybe if we vote enough, then people will start liking us, but we don't deal with numbers. There's a simple mathematical equation here. The caves outnumber you. Simple mathematical equation. It is what it is. So, and then we're talking about the presidency. We're talking about the electoral college, who we don't vote for. They're appointed. They're given those seats. So it's like, what the fuck is that about? Now, I did see an article a while back where they were talking about getting rid of the electoral college. I think they said something about 65 to 70% of Americans think they should get rid of the electoral college. And I'm thinking in my head, well, 65 to 70% of Americans should say fuck voting then. Like what the fuck? It's like they made not voting, that's not revolutionary. Voting is a revolutionary act. And that's how they confuse people. Because now voting is the revolutionary act. But it's like, it's not though. Voting is the act of a sheep. Of a people that are a sheep. There's nothing revolutionary about voting. Now, if 60 or 70% of Americans didn't show up to the polls to vote, of course these motherfuckers are looking around, okay, look, what the fuck going on? What they doing? What's happening? So, a lot of times I feel like, we beg a system for things that we could just stop participating in the system, and then the system would acquiesce to whatever it is that we wanted. Now, sadly enough, all these caves that y'all claim love y'all, ending racism isn't high on their list. They don't give a fuck nothing about that. So you can't unite with these people as to end the systemic racism because they don't care about it. They don't care anything about that. So that's what makes that difficult. We can stand up against it, but they're not going to stand up against it by and large. By and large, they're not going to stand up against it. And we're not going to hold them accountable for not standing up against it. We'll just be, we'll be happy that the caves don't spit on us and call us niggers. We happy with that. Like, no, bitch, you can't be my friend unless you out here fighting against racism. You don't get to be my friend. You don't get to tell me you like me. You don't get to make me feel like you care about me. You don't give a fuck about me at all. unless you're speaking against systemic racism and the racism that's happening amongst your people. You don't get to be my friend. But black people don't have that requirement. All a white person has to do is be white and dance or listen to hip-hop music, and they get invited to the cookout. You see what I'm saying? The Coon out, as we call it over here. So they don't gotta do shit for black folk. They ain't gotta love y'all, care about y'all, fight for y'all. They don't have to do anything at all. And you'll join their movements, like the feminist movement, and you don't require them to do anything. And that's just who we are as a people. And they know that. We've let them believe that long as they just, if they don't actively participate in racism, if they don't actively have slaves, then they're exonerated or something like that. Like, it's weirdo shit. Like, okay, what are you doing to fight against it? If you know it exists, you know it's a thing, what are you doing to fight against it? You at least need to speak out against it. You know, say something real quick. And when people are engaging in that behavior around you, you speak out against those people as well. But hell, we don't even do that. If it's enough caves, black people disrespect themselves to make these people happy. They'll let these caves say anything about black people, and a black person is there, that's a coward, will just agree because the numbers is off. They outnumber, so they'll just agree. It's sad. But we worship these people, like, you know, that's the reason they gave us that Bible, man. We worship them. We worship them heavy. So, you know, we have to get rid of that mindset first to be able to truly and really hold these people accountable. We have to, at some point, in my opinion anyway, we have to put down that cave Bible. Y'all call it the Holy Bible. It's really a cave Bible. We got to put that shit down and stop worshiping it the way we do, because we turn around and worship the people who wrote it. And that's a flaw. That's why you listen to people like Kanye talk about God's will and God this and God that. It's like, bro, no. No. Our will be done. We just gotta stop cooning first. That way our will be powerful. Our will be something that has integrity. Our will honor our ancestors. When that lines up, then our will be done. Not his will be done or thy will be done. Fuck that. My will be done. Fuck all that shit, all that slave talk shit. My will be done. Hold on, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm saying? We keep trying to love Jesus so hard that, you know, it's like, no, man, no. That ain't it. That ain't it. Thy will has been being done. Thy will was going on when slavery was happening. That was thy will be done, right there. Thy will got our people getting lynched out here in the streets. Thy will got our people getting shot in the streets. Thy will got us redline, poor education system, a school to prison pipeline. That's thy will. Fuck that shit. Fuck thy will. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that. We gotta stop fucking. I'm telling you, once we get this coon shit out of us, if we ever do in my lifetime, we're gonna be something to fucking reckon with. We're gonna be something to reckon with. We're gonna be something. We're gonna be something serious. We're gonna be something serious. This bullshit we be on, all this coon shit we be doing. Once we stop cooning, that's why I focus on that. Because I think, to me, that's at the root of pretty much everything. That's at the root of everything. That's at the root of everything. I'm talking about, that's at the root of everything to me, is that coon ass mentality. And that's why I deal with it like I do. And I give so much of my, you know, my words to that mentality, because I want to speak that mentality out of our people. I want us to see how that mentality is affecting us, because I don't even think we recognize it as a issue. We don't even think it's a problem. We want to acknowledge it as such. And I hope that black people now, they talking about mental health. Hopefully they deal with that coolness in their motherfucking mind. Hopefully that's a part of the mental health. Because how the fuck can you be fully functional and you sitting around being a goddamn coon? You worship the caves. How the fuck, like, this needs to be something that would be said too. Seriously. 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 And a lot of these coons are lean on the Lord, man. They'll lean on the Bible. If you listen to them. That's just like Herschel Walker's coon ass. That motherfucker always talking about some damn Jesus. Like, bruh, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. But he is running in Georgia. It's in the Bible Belt. These people claim that they're Christians. These caves are not Christians. I don't give a damn what they tell you. They're not. They're anti-black. They're not Christians. They're not Christians. They're anti-black. Racism, anti-blackness is their God. And thus far, their God has allowed for the establishment and the establishment and the perpetuating this racism to exist. That's what their God does for them when they pray. That's what their God doing for them. So I say fuck their God and fuck black people's gods too. That's how I feel about gods, period. And people get mad at me for that. And I shrug. That's where I'm at with it. Seriously. This shit, it don't make sense. Fuck all these, fuck that, fuck all these gods. I'm sitting here and my heart will fuck around and be touched or broken, because as we was talking about and I was talking about sweatshops, the way that I see a lot of my African brothers and sisters be exploited in their labor, in their resources, that shit breaks my fucking heart, right? So their God ain't worth a fuck. The cave God that they worship allows for devious, evil, maniacal systems to be operated in their favor. So fuck that God too. That's how I look at it. Fuck everybody's God, because everybody ain't taken care of. Somebody's starving to death right now. Right now. Starving to death. Fuck everybody's God. That's how I feel. That's really how I feel, man. Capitalism runs this world, and we've allowed it to do so because we believe that's God. No, I don't see it. I'm not a God. You know, when humans talk about themselves as it pertains to God, they'll talk about how much of a lower being that they are. I think even in Kanye's Drink Champs interview, he said something about everybody being, you know, ordinary under God or dirt under God. But people out here suffering, man. People out here suffering. And they don't have to. They don't have to. But somebody, in the system of capitalism, somebody has to be subjugated. You have to not give a fuck about somebody. Somebody has to be overworked and underpaid. That's why I know capitalism is a diabolical system. That I don't support that shit. I don't. Somebody has to be overworked, underpaid. Somebody has to, work 2 jobs to make ends meet. There has to be a working class people who don't get no fucking respect in this world. And kids are going to starve to death, and they're not going to be able to get health care. Like, that is what capitalism is built upon, that premise. It has to be that way. Or this free, so-called free market, or the people at the top, you don't get to making $6 billion like Kanye was, being the richest black man in American history, without subjugation of somebody. Somebody's going to be subjugated. You don't get to be a multi-billion-dollar company without subjugating somebody. That's not how capitalism works. No. Profit margins. And that, what that even means, to have a profit margin, you have to be fucked up. You have to subjugate somebody. You have to underpay somebody. Well, I mean, I won't say you don't have to, but that's the rule of capitalism, and that's the system that runs this world. So I see it for what it is. I see it for what it is. That shit is trash as fuck. It is trash as fuck. Somebody has to be subjugated. And any system that works like that, to me, I don't fuck with it. At all. Any system. And then while we at it, while we doing and making all this money and all these factories and shit, we out here wiping out damn near every animal on the planet. I posted a link up on my Facebook today, not my Facebook, but my Instagram today, that talked about, was it 70%? I don't have it right in front of me. I think 70% of the world's animals are gone in the last 50 years. And it's like, no life. Don't give a fuck about no life out here. As long as everybody getting money. That's all everybody care about. Getting money. More money, more money, more money. More money than you can spend in your fucking lifetime. Can't take the money nowhere but Earth. And we sit around and it's crazy as fuck. Like, this is Earth. We are Earthlings. You can make the rules whatever the fuck you want. This money, you can't take it to Mars and break bread or spin bread with would-be aliens or another galaxy. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. They can make money not mean nothing tomorrow if they want to. Hold on. I swear I absolutely hate that we act like this shit have to be like this, because that's just how the world is. That's how the world has been allowed to be. Like, that shit be killing me. And that be motherfuckers' logic too. Man, that's just how the world is, man. And that's how we gonna let it be. Because most people in this world are working class people. So that's how we allowed it to be. And as long as we okay, as long as I'm not hungry, my kid's not hungry, then, I could give a fuck less. That's how we allowed this world to be. That's what we did. And this shit is just on Earth. On Earth. Just thinking about that shit pisses me the fuck off. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It pisses me off. Because motherfuckers don't even think, in this way. And I'm not acting like I'm a fucking tree hugger or, you know what I'm saying? No shit like that. But to me I don't know why this isn't the thought. I don't know why this isn't the understanding of our existence. And don't nobody ever want to talk about this type of shit anyway. All people ever want to hear about is how to get more money. Seriously. Serious shit. That's real. That's real. Oh, Entheos, okay. It says, I've debated this a few times. I theorize capitalism makes coons of all so-called blacks unless you're sabotaging the system because everything we do supports the system. Absolutely. Absolutely. And people, and black people, most of them will tell you that, you know, if you're anti-capitalism, you just pro-broke. If you're anti-capitalism, you just pro-broke. You just want people to be poor. You know, it's like, well, what is poor? Like, these are things that we create. These are things that are created constantly. Like, what is poor? There shouldn't be nobody on this earth that's poor, man. Fuck you mean poor? That shouldn't exist. That should not exist. But I'm anti-capitalism all day. It is what it is. I understand how it works, but I know it doesn't matter if I'm anti-capitalism because the working class people feed it. Working class people will have to decide that they tired of it, and then we'll be able to do something. Me just being anti-capitalism don't mean shit. That's why I didn't mean shit when, let's say somebody like Fred Hampton, the Black Panthers, they were anti-capitalism because they understood what it did and how it subjugated the people. How it subjugated black people. They understood that. But just them, don't matter. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. That's something that people, working class people, have to have a problem with that at some point. They will have to have an issue with that at some point. And the motherfucking, these super rich motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about none of that. They just want to make more money. That's what happened with Kanye's ass. He just want to make more money real fast. That becomes the goal. Whether you can spend it in your lifetime or not. But these be conversations I can't even really have with people. Like, I can't even really talk to people about shit like this because they don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. But I be on this type of shit. I be on, you know, like when I say I look out here in the world, and some people think it's like, well, you know, when I say I look out here in the world and ain't shit going on, like I really feel that shit in my heart. Like, all we do is work. I mean, that's really what we doing out here. That's it. It's we work, man. We working. If you're not working, you're lazy. Not that you know you wasn't born to fucking work tirelessly. Like, you can't even have that idea. You just lazy. If you don't work. If you don't work. And they quiet as kept putting the Bible that a man that don't work don't eat. They put your starvation in that Bible that y'all love so much. A man that don't work don't eat. So now, pull yourself by your bootstraps. Like, that shit trash. That shit trash to me. But I see what they did. A man that don't work don't eat. I see what they did. So now if I don't want to slave for 70 hours a week, then I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve to eat. I don't deserve shit. You see what I'm saying? And that shit trash to me. But I see what they did. And I see why they did it. I mean, if you're trying to create a working class people that's always going to be okay with being, you know, the working class people, then you got to tell them that a man that don't work don't eat. You got to tell them that. Because now you're making them feel like, well, if I don't work myself to death, then I don't deserve to live a good life. That's ingenious. That's some genius shit. Man, look, I done went off on a fucking tangent. Hold on, let me get back to you. Hold on, my bad. My bad. My bad. My fucking bad. Let me bring it back. Let me bring this shit back real quick. Oh, man. Yeah, I had to went off real quick. I'm gonna chill, though. I'm gonna chill. Right. Jalen Harris, that's a really good point. He says they ain't canceled Kanye because of his anti-black comments. It was as soon as he said something about the Jews, he was done. That shows how much they don't care about us. Hold on, I'm gonna deal with that. Hold on 1 second. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna say a couple things about that because that's a good comment. Not only does it show that they don't care about us, it shows what the program is. And I think we need to take it one step further because they've made it blatantly clear they don't care about us. That's not, that shouldn't be light bulb. It's what the program is, what it's supposed to be. We should be looking at that as far as, well, yeah, why come he can disrespect our ancestors and our people? Why come these people out here, not only just him, but all these black people can disrespect our ancestors, disrespect each other, behave? Why is that okay? Because not only are they okay, and they don't give a fuck about us, they really don't, but we don't care about ourselves. Because if we gave a fuck about ourselves, we would have never let Kanye get away with that slavery was a goddamn choice situation. It wouldn't have just been 4 hoteps out here that had a problem with that versus millions of niggas talking about, well, I see where he coming from. We don't care about ourselves. So if we ever set the bar to stop cooning and care about ourselves, it won't matter if they don't care about us. It won't matter. They'll see that we care about us, and the same tricks and the bullshit that they've been doing ain't gonna work no more. And that, to me, is liberating the black mind. To me, that's what forward progress is. Because they don't care about us, and they're not going to. Who gives a fuck? They're gonna keep showing you they don't care about you. So what? Black people, though, allowed Kanye to get away with that, and they understood where it was coming from. They did that shit. They let him get away with it. And did not press him about that shit. They didn't press him about it. Every time that man went to go to an interview, okay, motherfucker, why the fuck did you say slavery was a choice, you bitch? Why didn't you say the Holocaust was a choice? Nobody ever asked him that question. Why didn't you say the Holocaust was a choice? Give me the difference. Why won't you say that? Motherfucker. You don't need to come out here talking about us like that. But we have to set that standard. And they'll see that. They see we okay with black people disrespecting. So they'll pay black people. Shit, these niggas ain't gonna say nothing. So shit, yeah, go ahead, come on. Yeah, I'll give you a few dollars to go disrespect these niggas. Keep the propaganda negative. Keep black men and women separate. Yeah. Keep that shit up. Yeah. They don't care. They don't seem to mind it. They let the shit go viral amongst them. Black love don't go viral. Black appreciation don't go viral. Black knowledge don't go viral. No, niggas arguing, niggas disrespecting each other, or somebody disrespecting black folk, that go viral. And then we'll have a conversation about it. That's it. Clicks and views. It's like we have to do that work, man. We have to do that work, and we not doing it. And that shit makes me mad as fuck. Because coming to the realization that they don't care about us, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not saying that some black people do need that, because they haven't come to that realization yet. But to me, those are just dumb niggas. Those are just dumb niggas to me. Dumb coon ass niggas. Jay, I don't be fucking with him as much, bro. Jay Bear said, I still be fucking with them gummy bears on the road. Nah, I don't be fucking with nothing like that as much. I don't fuck with nothing. Sweet shit, I be trying to stay away from that sweet shit too. I know I am now. Right now, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's about 4, I'm hungry. I'm hungry in this bitch. I'm hungry. But I'm gonna eat when I get up out of here. It's probably about what? I say about 5:30. It'll probably about 5:30. I'm gonna grab me something. But yeah, man, like I don't know, man. I think black people just need to really, really pay attention. And I know black people don't want to hear from me. Whoever you want to hear from that's in that vein, like in that stop cooning lane, like that needs to be the voice of the people. That needs to be the voice of the people. Go out and vote. Go out and march. I'm tired of being the voice of our people. That seems to be the voice of what would be the black activism voice. Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay. Now, where the fuck was I? Where was I? I think I was talking about how I'm tired of niggas telling us that we need to go vote and go march and demand that the system do some shit. Because it's a fool's errand, you know? Like, it really is. It really is a fool's errand to do that. In my personal opinion, it don't make sense to be doing that type of shit because we don't give a fuck about our ancestors being disrespected. We allow all types of coon shit to go on amongst us. Actually, coon is life for most black people. Coon is life. This is why it's so hard to even talk to people. Like, I'm talking about, listen, the other day, I was out in the streets. And I ran into a homie I had knew from back in college. And hold on, y'all. Let me get this paperwork real quick. Okay. It's okay for real this time. Take this down, that's okay. It's 4 o'clock, so I expected this traffic about to be some bullshit, but I'm talking to this boy. And he was a familiar face for me in college. I never really hung out with him, nothing like that. But he saw me, came up and talked to me. Perk! You know, that's what they called me. In college, they called me Perk. And I was like, what's up? You know, I spoke to him and everything like that, asked him how he was doing and shit like that. And it was, let me see, I'm trying to think of, we was at the store. And this motherfucker walked by us. Some cave ass hoe. I'm talking about full blown cave, right? I was like, what? And he was like, damn, that white bitch bad. I was like, what, nigga, you on some Kanye, Kim Kardashian shit, nigga? He was like, man, Kim Kardashian bad. Here's what I'm gonna say. And I only told that part of the story to say this. I don't relate to most niggas. I don't relate to most niggas. Any nigga that would call Kim Kardashian bad, knowing this hoe done had at least 1,000 surgeries, something is wrong with some of these niggas out here. This worship of white skin is too far. I can't even relate to niggas. I can't relate to niggas, man. I can't even relate to most black people, period. I can't relate to them. Where I'm non-relatable, they think I'm extra, I think they're coons. We don't relate. And I've come to grips with that because I know Coon is life. I'm extra because I'll say, fuck Kanye, he a bitch ass, cave loving ass Coon. Ah, nigga, you just hating, nigga. It's like, okay, you can call me a hater, but I know for a fact that Kanye is a Coon. Full blown. Now, I can't talk to black men. I can't talk to black women. Black women, generally speaking, they're interested in how I look, which has been cool in my life. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. But by the time we having some conversations, it might be a little rough. They might be like, oh, hell no, nigga, like what? You that? I even had a woman tell me one time, oh, nigga, you too fine to be one of them type niggas. Talking about a hotel pro-black nigga. What the fuck does that even mean? You too fine to be like that. What? Coon is life. I'm telling y'all, that shit is real. I don't care what nobody say to me. I don't care if motherfucker want to tell me I'm extra, nigga, you know, whatever. Coon is life. What the fuck do you mean I'm too fine to be like this? To give a fuck about you. To give a fuck about us. To know our history. To not give a fuck about the caves. Too fine? And then motherfuckers get mad when I call them coons. Motherfuckers get mad because I call somebody a coon in real life. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers get mad at me. You too fine to be like that. I'm like, okay. Well, now we doing rules like that. You too cute to be a coon, bitch. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Since we doing this now, since this is where we are in this conversation, you too cute to be a coon. God damn it. The hell you mean? Out here goddamn playing these games. All y'all motherfuckers do is talk about stupid ass shit, who you want fuck, vanity. Like y'all niggas just talk about stupid shit all day long. Never stops. You stupid shit, comment stupid shit. That's your entire life. And then Kanye comes through here and says half of it, doesn't even really say anything. Oh shit. You heard what he had said? Oh my God, son. It's cause you dumb. What the fuck? Killing me. Killing me. Killing me. Black folk be out here killing me. Like if you dumb, of course another dumb motherfucker gonna sound smart to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like he's preaching the goddamn gospel. Preaching the gospel. Then Bun B comes out here. I saw a video of him, a little short clip of him. Somebody had sent me. And he was out here talking about, you know, how powerful what Kanye said was and talking about censorship and all this old shit. I'm like, y'all niggas, I feel like people are missing the point, yo. People missing the fucking point, yo. This man has been allowed to coon, a free-range coon. A free-range coon. That's what he's been able to do against us, but as soon as censorship, man, you know how censorship shit be, man. You know that censorship shit, that's crazy, man. I can't believe they censoring him. Bun B, your bitch ass ain't never said shit. The fuck you talking about? None of you bitch ass niggas say anything about systemic racism. You don't talk about none of the problems. All you do is sit around, make your couple dollars, make your couple songs, and you go off into the motherfucking sunset somewhere. You ain't never said shit. Ain't stood for shit. Nothing. Yeah, that censorship, man. I told y'all, like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Bun B? No. Let me go back. My fault, Bun B. Slim Thug. That's who it was. Slim Thug. It wasn't Bun B. Let me get myself together. I done cussed Bun B out. My apologies. Now, I actually met Bun B in real life. And his daughter tried to holler at me a little bit too. I was like, nah, I'm straight. Either way, Slim Thug is the coon that was out here defending this shit. Slim Thug ain't never said a goddamn word about nothing about no black folk. Yeah, man, that censorship, man, y'all. I told y'all had, you gotta understand, a lot of y'all motherfuckers, man. It's like, man, you don't shut your bitch ass up, boy. Talking about some goddamn censorship, and they've been stopping black people from telling the truth about the goddamn caves for years online, anywhere. You a goddamn black identity extremist. You a goddamn extremist. They put you on a goddamn Fed list. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said a fucking word when they put black identity extremists on a fucking Feds list. I made a fucking video about it live, or somebody did at the time. Ain't nobody said nothing about that shit. You niggas want to come out and talk about some goddamn Kanye and some censorship. They've been telling you niggas to shut the fuck up about racism the whole time. That's the reason they don't want to teach CRT in schools and all this shit. That's censorship, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I done got hype a little bit. Let me calm back down. That's censorship, motherfucker. They've been censoring you. They've been censoring the black voice. And particularly the black revolutionary voice has been censored. So much, in fact, they even came out and assassinated the motherfuckers that wouldn't shut up. Why ain't nobody talking about that? They assassinated them. I know we like to bring up now, I'm not downplaying the would-be Illuminati and for telling the truth about the industry. But there were people that were telling the truth about the fucking government, telling the truth about racism, and they took them out too. That same Illuminati took them out too. That's the feds. That's the CIA. It's the American government. This is why I say I don't care what you call it. You can call it Illuminati. You ain't got to. I don't give a fuck. It's the goddamn government. It's all these motherfuckers. All the alphabet people. It's every single one of them. These motherfuckers came out with the COINTELPRO, full-blown FBI Illuminati. The FBI came out and took out every black revolutionary that was telling the truth. Either took them out, assassination, or goddamn locked them up, full blown. They've been censoring y'all, black folk. You just now want to talk about censorship now because it's Kanye? Now you want to speak up? Slim Thug, you bitch ass nigga? This is why I can't do it, man. And again, I understand this is what makes me non-likable. I understand why. I get it. But this is really who I am in real life. I don't feel no Slim Thug talking about no fucking censorship, or censorship, and this motherfucker want to be out here not saying anything about black people being censored the entire time. Talk about what happened to groups like Dilated Peoples, Arrested Development. What happened to those voices? You're in the rap industry. And these bitch ass niggas that be out here calling themselves exposing something, get the fuck out of here. You have talking, not telling the whole truth. What happened to those groups? Weren't they censored? Didn't they put gangster rap on top of all that and push that narrative out here? Ain't that what happened? Why was that voice censored? Why is that voice always censored? Why? Somebody tell me why. Why? What that voice does is take the cave off a motherfucking pedestal. Any person that is taking the cave off the pedestal will be censored. Anybody black, anybody telling the truth. Who remembers this? Who remembers when they was killing all those holistic doctors? And I believe they still are. They just ain't talking about it no more. Who remembers all those holistic doctors was coming up? They was talking about it was weird home invasions, suicides, all those holistic doctors. Who remembers that? I talked about it. I talk about stuff that nobody give a fuck about. Censored. All those holistic doctors telling you that big pharma is out here making billions off of keeping you sick. You don't need all those fucking pills. Here's how you take care of yourself. They was getting knocked off left and right. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Who remembers that black man that worked for the CDC? He was working for the CDC. And he came out here and exposed some real shit about the CDC, some of the practices of the CDC. I want to say it was the CDC building he was working in, but they found him in the motherfucking river. They said no foul play. Censored. If what you're saying is going to stop the bottom line, stop, the money making of, whoever the capitalistic system or business is that's making money, it's going to be a problem. If you're speaking against capitalism, speaking and having black people have the pride in themselves enough to know to take these fucking caves off this pedestal, they're not a people that should be honored at all in any type of way. Honored, revered, held, telling you what's moral, telling you what's not moral, being your prototype of what you want your life to be like, them making it seem like these people better than you. Anybody doing work that's against that bullshit will be censored. Anybody. Y'all saw it happen here on YouTube. And most people, they said something for a second, and that conversation went away. What people started doing instead, they said, well, you need to use different words. You got to use different words to say things. And because people wanted to keep their channels monetized and keep on, rolling through, they changed their words. Or they changed their subject matter completely. Nobody said a thing. It was cool then. And now you got these bitch ass motherfuckers coming out here talking about some fucking censorship. These motherfuckers ain't gave a fuck nothing about no censorship at all. And really, then why again, like the homie said earlier, and like we've been saying over here at B123, as long as Kanye was going ham against black people, he was fine. So can we really call it censorship? It's selective censorship then, right? It's certain things you can't say, especially if you're black. You cannot come out here and expose the caves for their practices, the things that they do. And most niggas fold. There's 4 niggas out here trying to say something, and everybody that's black call them hoteps. Make fun of us. Joke. Laugh. It's a goddamn punchline. I'm being told I shouldn't even be like that. And to me, when that woman said to me, well, you too fine to be like that, what she really was saying was, generally speaking, motherfuckers that look like you be coons. They talk about sports and bitches and money. That's who I'm expected to be. Sports, bitches, and money. That's who I'm supposed to be. So the lie that most black people are woke, pro-black, hoteps, I'm gonna start going in on any motherfucking body that act like that. I'm gonna start going in on their ass because I'm tired of the lie. I wish that was the problem. I wish that was what I was dealing with. I wish I was out here trying to make 5 coons stop cooning, and that was my issue. Oh, it's just a couple thousand coons. I'm trying to get them to, I wouldn't even be doing that shit. I wish that was the problem. That was the situation. That's not the situation at all. At all. Most black people are motherfucking coon ass, coward ass, white worshiping, cave worshiping motherfuckers. That's what they are. Cave appeasing motherfuckers. Code switching motherfuckers. Yes sir, massa motherfuckers. That's who we are. Kanye is in a situation now where the people that he was talking about didn't come out here and say, oh, it's okay, I see where he's coming from. They didn't do that. That's what you niggas do when people disrespect you. They not gonna do that. Jewish people not gonna do that. The so-called Jewish people ain't gonna do that. Like, come on over here, bitch nigga. You need to come over here to this goddamn museum. Take a walk through here and see how atrocious these couple years was. But you just get to disrespect 250 years of brutality. And y'all let them know, I feel them. Nobody else does that. That's why they acting like that. We don't stand up together like that. We don't do it. We think ain't no point in it. We just making excuses if we talk. Them bitches told you never forget. That's what they told you. Ain't gonna be no Holocaust jokes. Ain't gonna be no jokes, motherfucker. You ain't about to laugh. You ain't gonna see no motherfuckers. What I see? I seen 2 black women twerking in a goddamn cotton field on a goddamn video. You ain't gonna see the motherfuckers twerking 2 so-called Jews twerking in no motherfucking what was the place called? Concentration camp? You're not gonna say, oh, I get it, ha ha ha. You know, y'all niggas dumb. Nobody's doing that. Ha ha ha. They twerking in a concentration camp, y'all, look. They just having fun. Nobody does that. Man, let me hold on. I'm y'all right. Y'all right. I'm gonna chill. Y'all right. I need to chill the fuck out, because I'm telling you, it goes in waves. Once I start going, like, I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna chill. Because I know motherfuckers don't be feeling what I'm talking about. I know ain't nobody feeling me, so I'm gonna just chill out. It's like I just be out here getting it in, showing the lines. I show it. I play it right. I paint the fucking picture, and niggas still don't be understanding. How the fuck do we act like this? We was not mad that he didn't get canceled at all for saying what he said about us. We mad because he getting canceled by the so-called Jewish people by what he said about them. Y'all niggas. This is why I can't relate. That's why. This is why I can't relate, yo. That's why I don't understand to black people like that, and I just be over here chilling on my own. Because a lot of people, they don't even fuck with somebody that's like this in real life. They like it online. They don't want to be like this in real life. Other black people, they don't want you like this in real life. They don't accept you. They don't love you. You're a nuisance. They don't want you reminding them to stop cooning. They don't want that reminder. They do not want that at all. Women don't want it. Men don't want it. They want no parts of it. They'll shoot the shit with you. But when shit get real, black people don't want no parts of that. They'll talk about some bitches with you. They'll do that. But as soon as you turn that conversation to something else, they don't want no parts of that. And that's why nobody fuck with me like that. And it's okay. It's okay. I accept that. You gotta accept it. But listen, y'all. Don't let people make you feel like you're hating on celebrities. That's not what you're doing when you just telling the fucking truth about a coon mentality. It just so happens that celebrities are not immune. They're not immune from being coons. There's no immunity. There's no shield. They didn't have no protection. Nothing stops that. That's the condition of our people. That's celebrity all the way, all over the nation, all over the world, celebrity or not. This is the condition of our people. A common condition of our people when they're pressed about things, especially about racial topics. Kanye done told y'all he want the caves to say that they his brother, the Jewish caves. All he want them to do is say, you my brother. He don't care about the black man that say, you my brother. We don't care about loving. We don't care about acceptance from each other. We want acceptance from every other race. We don't care. Kanye want them so-called Jews to say, you my brother, you my dark-skinned brother. Or brown brother, whatever the fuck he said. Whatever coon shit he said. We don't care about that coming from one another. Sister, brother. We don't care about that shit coming from. We want everybody else to love us. And until we stop doing that, we're going to keep taking motherfucking L's. Until we stop wanting everybody else to love us, we're going to keep taking L's. And the L's ain't going to stop. And it ain't going to matter what the fuck you praying about. It ain't going to matter how much fucking sage you burning. It ain't going to matter what phase the moon in with y'all dumbasses. It ain't going, none of that going to matter. As long as you seeking love outside of yourself, that y'all continue to do at all times, ain't none of that other shit going to matter. None of it. That's where I'm at with it. That's how I feel about it. Okay? That's what I got to say. Y'all listen, I'm done. I'm done talking about this shit. I'm about to get the fuck off here. I appreciate y'all coming for listening to me rant and rave about this shit. I appreciate y'all for showing me that support. If you could, hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how we get to in here. I'm going to come in here and do my thing every once in a while. Hopefully y'all are sharing the videos. Even though I know it's some cussing and shit, but goddamn it, just share it anyway. Get me up there in the algorithm like y'all got the rest of these coon-ass niggas in the goddamn algorithm. These anti-black, bitch-made motherfuckers y'all got all up here in the algorithm getting all these damn views and shit. This bullshit y'all sharing. Yes, and I'm holding you accountable for it too. There ain't nobody making you do that shit. Nobody. If you're gonna share bullshit, share real shit too. Niggas ain't got no balance. None. But, yeah. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.